This is a Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 52. We made it to a year, dog.
Hell yeah.
We focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a managed point of view. First of all, we want to thank our listeners, our new ones, our OGs, the people who have listened to 51 episodes straight. Thank you for hanging with the fellas.
What up?
On today's show, we explain the difference between an argument and a debate.
I think we splitting hairs on this one.
We get into Lisa Ray, Nicole Murphy, and Layla Rashawn, and Kamal says his most controversial statement to date.
I'm playing devil's advocate. That's all I'm doing.
And we got a Dear Irby letter from a brother with no job that you just have to hear. All that and more right now. This is MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamel. I am Kyle.
I am Kamel.
We're saving relationships one listener at a time. We got some feedback, homie.
Do we now?
Yeah, man. Remember Joker Pace from the Funny Firm?
Yeah.
He came to a show, man. Did that Tao show on July 20th, man. He said he's a listener, man. He loves the show.
Okay.
Heard about the stand-up show on the podcast.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, man. So he sent us a shout out, man. So I'm sending him one back, man. He came from Orange County, watched the show, man. He said he loved the show. I didn't even know he was a listener. It's always great when we hear people who are listening to the show and enjoying it, dog.
Did he get into the DJing thing?
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny you say that, man, because he said he's into the house music DJing down there.
Yeah,
man.
the only time I think I met him once, but he was at his shop that he used to work at, and he was, I guess he was getting schooled by his boss, who was teaching him how to do it.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
You know, I actually started doing stand-up. He actually is in my origin story of helping me get up for the first time.
How so?
I was shooting a movie at his house. I guess his roommate was shooting the movie or whatever.
Okay.
Or they was using his house. Something. But I met him as a stranger and told him, you know, and he told me he was a stand-up. And I was like, man, I'm trying to get in. You know, it was like, you know, when you thinking about it, but you can't figure out how.
Yeah.
He was like, man, well, let me show you where to go. And he sent me to the first spot where I went, even though I showed up and I was scared.
Did you go?
No, I went, but I didn't get up.
Where was it at?
Some restaurant. It was, I don't know. I just remember I showed up, and I don't even know if they had the show, but I know I didn't do a set. I know I was very nervous, and I was going, it was like a recon mission. I didn't have a joke. I didn't have no set, but I went, and it failed. But I know that was the first fail. The next one was when my dude, Buddy Lewis, recommended me to the Ha-Ha, and the rest is history, dog.
The first time I got recommended to a spot, I think it was on Venice, like a coffee shop.
Yeah.
First time I went on.
Oh.
It was a lottery and everything like that. I got on, had my boys with me, and probably for like that first year, like my best set was my first one.
Nice. It either goes well or bad.
Yeah, I was like my best set, and everything just went downhill after that. But that first set was great.
Mine was horrible.
Oh, yeah.
At the Ha-Ha, oh my God, it was so bad. I bombed badly. I had a long ride home, but it was one of the things where it's like you happy that you got it done. You know what I'm saying? And we come back, man, we're saving relationships. Kamal, you're going to give us some advice that your folks, your pops gave you, and we're going to share it with the listeners.
Yes, sir.
All right, listening to the MRA Podcast. Hey, guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it. All right, man, it's time to save a relationship, Kamal.
Okay.
Now, I need you to give me something that your pops always gave you. He's a vet. How many years your pops got in married game?
44.
Yeah. That's all you had to say is 40.
Yeah.
40 years, and that's older than you, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So, what you got, man?
Man, my pops always, he's always giving me advice.
Yeah.
On everything. How to tie my shoes and stuff like that. He's
to this day,
that dude is always giving advice.
Yeah.
And so what he does is, especially when it comes like relationships or like parenting and stuff like that, he likes to remind me of what I saw as a child.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? He always reminds me of, you know what I'm saying, how he got down. You know what I'm saying? I know what, like, as far as like arguing and bickering and stuff like that with my girl, he was like, yeah, y'all never saw us fighting. You know what I'm saying? Y'all never saw us, you know, there was times we was beefing.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't never saw that.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he was like, just stuff like that. Just, you didn't see us beefing. That's all I needed to know. Man, don't be arguing in front of your kids. You know what I'm saying? So he just likes to just go off of like experience or like, you know, things that you saw, you know, as a child. You know, shitty jobs he had. Y'all didn't know I had shitty jobs, but you always have food in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying?
Gospel.
Yeah.
I'm loving this.
Yeah. And so I guess he's saying that, you know, keep the kids out of your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like your struggles. The kids ain't got to know y'all doing bad. Kids ain't got to know y'all beefing and all that stuff, man. That's something that as adults, you need to be mature enough to like put on that front in front of the kids so the kids ain't growing up in like this chaotic house that's always, you know, arguing and stuff like that. And I to this day, I struggle with that.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I just struggle.
Is there a case to be made that you should let the kids see every last thing so that they can see the truth so they're not shocked?
If there's going to be like some breakup and they see happy times, it's like, where the hell did that come from?
Yeah. Shocking.
Yeah. But, you know, I don't think kids should grow up in chaos. I feel, you know, as a teacher, you know, I taught special needs in the inner city, and a lot of my students just grew up in chaos. Yeah, and that's what that was their normal. And I always felt bad for them. You know, certain parents in and out of the household, certain family members in and out of the household. You had drug abuse, violence. Some had sexual abuse they dealt with. You know, sometimes they would come home and they're evicted and all this shit's outside. So it was just like, I always felt bad that kids actually had to grow up in chaos where I had
harmony,
a charmed life.
Yeah. So what I'm hearing you say, man, as we move into the next segment, because it's funny you brought that up. All right, guys, now it's time for the lesson of the day. Don't let the kids see you arguing. If you're struggling, the kids should know about it. They don't need to know. They don't need to see you slaughter the cow. They should just see the steak on the plate.
Right. And I get it. Sometimes it's out of the, you know, if y'all got to move because of some shit, they know.
Yeah, it's obvious.
If they get, you know, come home and like the car got repossessed, they know.
No, that's a good word, man, because I didn't grow up with harmonious parents.
Okay.
My parents divorced when I was 2, maybe 3, I think 2 years old. And so, you know, that I didn't see them. I just see them going arguing. I remember one time I saw them arguing in the front yard and it made me feel very uneasy. I felt very uncomfortable, very not at peace. And that was only the one time. And then I just knew they wasn't together. And it always bothered me. I always wanted them to get back together, but that just wasn't reality. But I'm glad you said that, man, because when we come back, I got to tell you about this debate that I had, this discussion I had about the definition of an argument. Yo, Kamal.
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man. A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm going to finish this album. This thing is coming out. Eventually. You know, you got to finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually it's finally here.
Eventually it's finally arrived, man. And I was listening to it, man. This thing was funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about Chingy or nothing like that.
There is some dated jokes in there. Like there's a reference to, it was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out. And I was like, wow, that's dated. Okay. But the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still...
Yeah,
Caitlyn.
He's Bruce. He's
Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce, and this when I recorded this. But it's ready, man. It's out. Okay. It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called "Be a Man at All Times." Hey, Kamal, man. This weekend was the IE. They had the reunion.
Yeah,
I told you. You know, I had the performance. Omar Love was producing it. Omar Love, legendary Eisenhower running back from the #1 in the nation Eisenhower Eagles football team. He produced the show. I hosted it. It was a challenge, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not a comedy club. You know, I don't like doing shows in a comedy club. That ain't a comedy club. Yeah. But it was still good. It was good enough. I didn't feel like embarrassed. I was
okay. Yeah, I was worried, like, because people, like, they know you from back in the day. Like, You ain't funny, nigga.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was concerned with, dude. Exactly what I was concerned with. So I get to the show, and the hard thing about it was people was on CP time, right? We were supposed to start at 8. At 8 o'clock, they were still setting up tables. It was 2 people in the room. But by 9:30, it was starting to pack, and by 10 o'clock, it was packed.
It started at 8.
It started at 8. So it was tight. That was dope. But so I just spent the weekend at Mom's house, right?
Yeah.
Had a great time. This is something that me and the lady always debate about, because sometimes my daughter will say, "Why are you guys arguing?" Right? And then she will always say, "We're not arguing." Sometimes her and I are talking and I'm like, "I don't want to argue." And she's like, "This isn't an argument." Drives me crazy. So I take this opportunity to ask my mom and sister, what is your definition of an argument, right? So I'm very curious to what yours is. All right. So first of all, the lady's definition is it's a disagreement with anger. All right. My definition of an argument is whenever let's say we talking about something, right? And we have a difference of opinion. The second it gets heated, the second somebody's voice raises, the second somebody starts clapping their hand like the ladies do, it is officially an argument. You standing up, you wait. See, we can talk about the Broncos and the Raiders, right? You're a Broncos fan, I'm a Raiders fan, and we can keep it light, right? But as soon as it's like, as soon as you can tell that somebody has gone into an emotional place, to me, it now becomes an argument. My mom's definition, she gave thorough. You know, my mom's super educated. 2 people with opposing positions who angrily voice their opinion, stance to each. Their emotional level, including voice volume, tone, and intentional digs, make it different from a discussion or debate. When you argue, you're not necessarily trying to persuade the other person as in a debate, but you are more consumed with your side of the issue, not open to what the other thinks. My sister's definition, when a discussion of different opinion involves anger. So they all, I think their whole thing is anger. My thing is emotional. Emotion doesn't equal angry. Just because someone is emotional or in a discussion doesn't mean the two are in an argument. What is Kamal Abdul-Jabbar's definition of an argument?
I would say all 3 of you guys' definition is right, except what I would differ from you guys is I don't think it has to necessarily involve emotion or anger.
What is it?
I think it's a debate. You know, I mean, it's coming from, and this is coming from like, you know what I'm saying, as a teacher, you know, assigning an essay, an argumentative essay.
Yes.
And you're arguing your point. There's no emotion involved. You're using facts and logic and stuff like that. So I think if me and you are having a discussion about the Raiders and the Broncos and who had the best franchise since the 90s.
Yes.
I don't think we would get emotional.
No.
Because it ain't that serious. But I think it would be an argument because I would be arguing. Well, probably not because it would be obvious it's Broncos.
Oh my God. Here it goes. Here it goes.
But what I'm saying is I don't think it would get emotional. I don't think it would get angry. I don't think anger would arise. But different, differing opinions. Trying to persuade the other to see your point of view or to agree with you at some point.
Yeah.
But I agree with your mom saying that you really are consumed with your side of the issue, not open with the other side of things. You're not really open for like a change of opinion.
No, it's not happening.
Like, wow, I didn't.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
You're right. I never cleaned my dish.
Yeah,
you're right.
But I'll say I don't think it necessarily has to involve anger or emotion. It often does.
Yes. So I think what you're saying is yours is even worse than mine, because my thing was, if we're having a debate and it has a tinge of emotion, it's now an argument. And your thing is, if you're having a disagreement, that's an argument.
Yeah.
That's what, dude, I think it might be a man and a woman thing, because, there was so much validation on the women where it was like, see, we all agree. And I was like, there's no guys here except me. There's no men. There's no men to talk about this. So, and there's a difference between a man here with this woman and a man here just here, right? So it's like, all right, fine. So now I want to take it to the audience. What is your definition of an argument? Fellas, hit us up. Ladies, hit us up. All our social. I'm at Kyle Irby. He's at Angry Kamal. We're at the MRA Podcast. We want to know, what is your definition of an argument? Because as a man come out, I don't want to argue, dude.
Nah.
That's my big, like, I hate even having conversations, communication, because I don't want it to go into an argument.
Well, that's the thing about it, man. I like voicing my opinion.
Yes.
Especially if I think it's well thought out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to
think your logic is going to make a difference.
I want to kick some shit.
Oh, yeah.
But if I notice that the person I'm speaking to is starting to get a little agitated and the blood's starting to percolate a little bit.
Yes.
I try to fall back.
Because you don't want an argument.
Because and honestly, for the most part, the shit's not that serious.
It's just not, man.
It's not that serious, man. But like barbershop talk, here's the thing about what I can't let go is during an argument or some debate when somebody gets, the other side gets to insulting. Like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Oh, well, now we're going to keep this going.
Yeah.
Now I need to show you I know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if they can keep it respectful, and I see that they're getting upset, but they can still keep it respectful, I'll fall back because honestly, it's not that serious.
Yeah, I think it's something about men as men. We just don't want to argue, and women, they need to have the discussion for something about the way they're wired. My theory is men don't want to argue because in our mind, evolutionarily, when we get into disagreements, that leads to fighting, which leads to death. Men's arguments turn to fights, and fights. Men don't fight to box, we fight to kill.
Right.
And so we try to avoid conflict at all costs. Whereas women, when they fight to spar. Nobody's getting hurt except emotionally. Physically, they don't have to suffer for the things they say. They get to say whatever they want. They get to clap in your face. They get to do the whole Pac-Man hand talk in your face, and they don't get their ass beat.
Here's the crazy thing about it. Because you said like our arguments lead to fighting and somebody's gonna die. We know this. We know this at an early age.
Yes, we do.
Not maybe dying, but we can severely get our ass kicked.
Severely, yes.
So we have learned at an early age to suppress that shit.
Yes, man.
Keep that shit down.
Yes, man.
Whereas girls at an early age, remember elementary girl, like the different factions just arguing and stuff like that, or at the tetherball court, and same thing in high school, occasionally be some fighting, but for the most part, just talking shit.
Yeah.
Because they really, it's no physical repercussions.
None.
Right? And so they turn into adults who just feel they always have to voice their opinion and get the last word. We've learned. This shit ain't worth it.
No, dude, if you come at somebody foul and get to talking shit, it could lead to an ass whooping, a stomp out.
Yeah, like
we've seen it, we felt it.
We've seen it, dude. Or especially like in public, you don't know this nigga. You don't know what we got in the trunk.
Yeah, dog. Especially in the black community.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit ain't worth it.
Nah, it ain't worth it, bro. Let it go. Let it go. All right,
let
man.
it go.
All right, dog. Nah, nigga. I said let it go. Nah, nigga. All right, then you don't.
Yeah. Whereas women, man, you don't know how many times, like, you know what I'm saying, my wife or my ex-wife or my sisters, they told me about like some beef they had in public with total strangers, where if I were involved in that situation, I'm like, damn, y'all, shit didn't jump off. Like, wow.
They let that slide?
Like, wow.
That's
but
hilarious,
man, as a man, we suppress all that shit. We suppressing everything. We suppressed dreams.
Yeah, man. We know we can't really keep it real. That's just what we know. That's what the MRA podcast is for. This is the only place where a man can really vent, keep it 100, because for the most part, we're always editing. We're always suppressing.
I've already told you. I keep it about 80 on this show.
Hilarious. Before we move on to the next topic, I do want to mention that my mom's and sister, well, my mom really made them. made cupcakes for us, man, to celebrate episode 52.
Okay. Did she make 52 cupcakes?
No, but there's a 52 written on the cupcakes.
Oh, man, that's dope, man.
Yeah, so, thanks to Moms and Kashala for her idea.
Thank you.
And afterwards, you'll be able to, have
Indulge.
a cupcake. Yeah. But right now we working, so ain't no cupcakes right now. But good looking out, Moms. Hey, when we come back, man, we got to talk about Puff Daddy, man. Is Puff Daddy really dating his son's ex?
I hope not.
Hey, what's up, man? I just had to take a time away from the podcast to let you know. If you want an MRA hat, you can get you one. You know why? Because we got them for sale. 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 You can get you one in red, blue, black, whatever you want. Just go to the website, themrapodcast.com. That is themrapodcast.com and get you one. Hey, come on, man. According to TMZ, a bunch of, different outlets, there's pictures of Puff Daddy hanging out with Steve Harvey's stepdaughter. All right. Mm-hmm. That's probably the newest daughter. She goes by Harvey, but, the newest wife's daughter. Wife is cold, daughter cold.
Okay.
It's a picture of Puffy with the girl. It's like 20-something years difference, which don't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So far, so
congratulations.
good. Yeah.
But the catch is, man, they saying his son used to hang out with old girl, and there was rumors that they were linked together. The problem is there's no confirmation. There's no confirmation that that was his son's girl. Mm-hmm. They were just linked together, and now there's no confirmation that it's Puffy's because it's new. But if so, bruh, come on, dog. Flag on the play. Could you imagine dating?
No, it's uncharted waters right here. You're not supposed to.
No.
Yeah, this is a line you're probably not supposed to cross. And I believe Puffy knows that.
Yes.
So I do not believe
that this is real.
Either they're not together or she was never with the son.
Yes. Please.
Yeah, I know Puffy is straight laced. He's from the old school.
Yes,
he knows about optics.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He knows how this will look.
Yes. And we both have sons.
Yeah.
We both have sons around the same age gap.
Yeah.
I can't imagine dating, and my son has pulled some cold ones, dog. Mm-hmm. But I'm just like, nah, I couldn't, bro.
So you said two people that can never mess with my girl.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm cool with you,
mm-hmm. or
I got beef with you.
Yep, those are the two.
Don't get more cooler than the son.
Yeah, man.
And so even if let's say this is true, what? Take Puffy out.
Yeah.
Let's say a guy's messing with his son's old piece, and the son says he's cool with it.
No, he's not.
He's not.
He's not. No.
Every time he sees y'all happy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. No.
Even if he was done with her.
Nah.
He's looking like, man, never made this bitch laugh like Pops. Oh, Pops only got it because he tricking because of the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it seems like you see your ex happy. Most people don't like it.
No.
And you got to see it. You come home for Thanksgiving, you got to see it all the time. You call Pops, you hear in the background.
I'm hot.
Yeah.
Just imagining that, man.
Right. I know. My main man, Puff.
Please. It's wishful thinking, Kamal. What you're saying right now is wishful thinking. We hope Puff didn't go out like that. We hope. Dog, because that is a flag on the play, bro. You cannot.
It's ejection.
Touch.
That's like, get the
Yeah, bro. Because that kind of stuff, it causes wounds in the family, man, that a discussion can't fix. Mm-hmm. Because it gives the optics of, like I said, Pops, you already the man.
Right.
You're already dancing in everybody's videos.
I'm already Puffy's son. That's all I'll ever be. Is Puffy's son.
That's it. I thanks for naming the restaurant after me, Justin's.
It closed down, though, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think it made it.
Just insult to injury.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm already Puffy's son. You already got to dance in everybody's video. You got to dance in mine too?
Yeah.
That's me. Let me have something.
Right.
Do I need Suge Knight as my daddy? Do I need somebody not going to be dancing in my video?
I know what I said. I was done with it. She was tripping.
I know I said it was too much of a headache.
Yeah, but damn it.
I remember my dad used to always, when I was a kid, he don't even eat chicken no more, but I would eat chicken, I would leave meat on the bone. He'd be like, man, you ain't done with this chicken bone. He would take it over like that. I don't need you taking over that chicken bone right there, Pop. I'm good. I just leave the meat on the bone, Dad.
Yeah. I might come back to it.
I might not, but I can't have you. Just, man, we just hope to God this ain't true.
Yeah.
When we come back, we got to talk about this Lisa Ray Nicole Murphy scandal. Can I have your attention, please? We are trying to start a movement. You heard that right. We're starting a movement. We're doing something different here at the MRA podcast. We vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying, ladies? It ain't just fellas that listen to the show. Matter of fact, it's a majority women, but it's all good. I know you know somebody that fits with what we try to do over here. So all we need you to do is send it to them. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? That somebody know how we get down here at the MRA show. It's really called the podcast, but I just wanted to rhyme no and show. Lisa Ray and Nicole Murphy going at it come out.
Yeah. Well, everybody going at it with Nicole Murphy.
Man, they putting her on blast.
Yeah.
Well, the word is, most of you guys have heard about this, but if you didn't, Lisa Ray put Nicole Murphy on blast. She said, she tweeted on Instagram, because basically there's a picture of Nicole Murphy kissing Antoine Fuqua, who's married to Layla Rashawn Sunshine. Mm-hmm. So Nicole Murphy said, girl, at Nikki Murphy, you went after I Am Layla Rashawn's husband too. SMH so wrong, ... again. There was rumors back in the day that Nicole Murphy was messing with Lisa Ray's ex-husband, Michael Missick, while they were still together. But then they say, Courtney Black was telling me on Show Underwood Radio that Lisa Ray she got some nerve because she has a pattern of taking married dudes too. Yeah.
It's all way out, man. I'll say this. When I initially saw the story, because Nicole Murphy, once the pictures of her kissing dude surfaced, Nicole Murphy said that he's a family friend. She was just saying hello and all that stuff. People like, I don't kiss family friends like that. Mm-hmm. I bought it.
You bought it. You bought her excuse when she said it wasn't me. I mean, it wasn't me, but it wasn't my intention.
Well, they both had coffee. It just seemed like they both had coffee. It seemed like, man, if they were doing dirt, they wouldn't be like that in the open.
Yeah.
He had a towel around his waist. I'm thinking maybe he's coming from the pool or going to the pool and she's leaving. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on? Mwah. And it's that split second of a snapshot. It looks like it can look passionate, but it's like that Muhammad Ali picture, him standing over Sonny Liston, looking menacing. Yeah. You ever see it? Mm-hmm. He never does that. It's just so quick. It's like, but that split second looks like he's
like he's really
towering over him. Yeah.
So
I thought that was the same thing, man.
Nah, bro. I'm looking at the picture right now on TMZ, dog. Bro, you short, man. She got a nice figure, man. Oh, yeah. Stomach is flat in the mud.
But no, I've seen other pictures since then.
Okay. Any worse or not?
They're worse. They're hanging. They're together. They were hanging out like they were in Italy or something like that. Yeah. I've seen other pictures of them. It's like, oh,
there's another one.
Right.
I'm on TMZ right now. Dog, there's another one.
Right.
And they side, their heads are cocked in opposite directions.
Like I said, there's other pictures now.
The first one could have been like, yeah, all right, bye. But even lip is weird because you never.
So I saw that and I was like, oh yeah, she is foul. Yeah. Right. Man. He's foul too. Definitely. I don't like sloppy. You know what I'm saying? If you have to do your thing, man, keep it tight. I've always said that.
Yeah, keep it tight.
And he's sloppy. These pictures are coming out. Layla Rashawn had to delete all her social media stuff.
They was going in on Sunshine.
Here's the thing about it, man.
Come on, help me out, dog.
Here's the thing about it. I'm gonna say this, and this is probably gonna be unpopular.
Hold on. Do we need a drum roll?
It's gonna be unpopular. I don't know if you want to endorse it.
All right, well, here it comes. But hold on. Hey, y'all. Hey, put the sticks down. We don't. No drum roll just yet. All right, Kamel, what's up?
Okay. Here's the thing. I thought they were gonna spit all this venom at Nicole Murphy. Mm-hmm. No, I thought they were gonna give her a pass. I apologize.
Why?
Because I just thought that Nicole Murphy took another bad chick's dude or whatever. It's like, there's two bad bitches. Yeah, who cares?
It's a rich people problem.
Right, it's a rich people problem.
Yeah, two baddies.
They lit Nicole Murphy's ass up.
Why?
I was like, wow, I'm surprised until I saw pictures of Layla Roshan. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, she's put on an enormous amount of weight.
Yeah, man.
She is literally round now.
It's crazy, man.
Right.
But you didn't know that she'd been round.
I haven't seen her in a while. I haven't seen her since way back. So I haven't seen her since like the movie with Tupac. She played the stripper in.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, I hadn't seen her and she was bad in that. And so it's like, man, so here's
I'm looking now, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they lit Nicole Murphy ass up. Like if there was known that Nicole Murphy tried to do that with Lisa Ray, nobody gave a fuck because Lisa Ray's bad too.
Yeah.
Rich people problem.
Oh, bad on bad is not so bad.
Not so bad.
But when bad takes advantage of girthy,
right,
we all feel horrible.
Right. Because I saw some of the Twitter responses. They said Layla Roshan is over there baking cookies and making lunches.
Man.
Yo, she's being a mom, right? Here's the thing about it. Here's my unpopular statement.
Oof. I'm seeing one from 5 days ago. We struggling. Go ahead, bro.
Right. Antoine Fuqua married a dime piece.
Oh, my God. Yes, he did. Wow.
Layla Roshan had one job to do.
Ooh.
She had one job to do, Kyle.
Oh, my God. They finally hate you now. Thank God. They finally hate Angry Kamal. At Angry Kamal.
She had one job to do.
And what was that? Stay
Keep
bad?
it, stay bad.
Keep it tight. She let herself go.
Unless, honestly, I told my wife this. Unless Layla Roshan has the greatest personality, she's funny and she's fine. But if he married this trophy wife.
Yeah, man. And she's no longer a trophy.
No.
That's tough.
That was his attraction. Now, granted, she gave him some kids and stuff like that and raised his children. But if that's not his thing, he was like, man, I want somebody on my arm.
I want sunshine.
I want sunshine.
Yeah.
I want the chick from Boomerang.
Yeah. Speaking of Boomerang,
for Marcus.
that was another Eddie Murphy connection.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's tough.
Right. And Nicole Murphy, after 5 kids, has managed to keep it tight.
Ooh, what an analogy.
Right. She has managed to keep it tight. So my thing is this, man. And I know I know I'm gonna catch some venom.
Yeah, you
should. But I'm saying if that's what Antoine Fuqua was into.
Let me tell you.
I'm not saying that's what I'm into. I'm saying if that was what he was into, then she had one job. And the thing about it is it's not like she had to go out and work and she didn't have time. That dude who's been a steady director / producer for years. Yeah. So the money's there. Yeah. Plus her residuals, and she, she's an actress, so she's working whenever she wants to.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen her in a while. So maybe she's just been, if she's been at the house just watching TV and shit like that, it's like, dude, come on now.
Yeah. Do your job.
You had one job. Now, again, she's hilarious. She got great personality. That's what he was attracted to.
Yeah.
Then I'm wrong. But if he thought, I have scored, I got the baddest chicken. Her and Halle Berry, I got one of the baddest in the game.
All right, when we come back, I'm gonna let you know how I feel about this Nicole Murphy thing. All right. Are you yelling at your radio right now? What the hell you saying? You wrong, Kyle.
You wrong, Kamal.
Yeah. Or right. That's what I'm talking about.
Word.
Yeah. Hey, then tweet us. Stop what you're doing unless you're driving. Stop what you're doing. Hit us right now. Respond to us. Just talk to us right now.
Let us know how you feel.
I'm at Kyle Irby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Or you can hit us both at The MRA Podcast and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man.
So we'll read it.
We might even respond.
And you just might hear it on the show.
Yeah, man. Be a celebrity for a day.
Yeah, so man, just stop what you're doing. Hit us up, man. You'll get a response.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad you said that, man, because honestly, dude, this is what I love about the MRA Podcast. You don't get to say that on the air no more. Nobody gets to say that no more, and that's a fact. That's part of it. But let me give the other side of that. Dudes ain't cheating because their girl got fat. They just not. I'm sorry. If a woman, it always flabbergasts me when they say, because normally you cheat on your cold chick with a busted chick. I've seen that so many times, and people are like, why you cheat with that? This is finally somebody cheated on somebody who wasn't as cold with a cold one, and I ain't heard nobody say, well. Well, you know what I mean? When Sandra Bullock got cheated on with a scallywag, people was like, why he cheat with that? They always say, why he cheat with that? But they didn't say, well, thank you for cheating with a fine woman. They owe me that. Because I've heard the other so many times. Dudes ain't cheating because you got fat. Now, she might have gotten down in the dumps because she was a fat and became a bore, a buzzkill. But I'm not even saying a dude's cheating because of that. It might inspire him. The truth is, man, he probably was never monogamous. This is Antoine Fuqua.
Well, he has a side baby.
Like I said.
Yeah, my wife said that probably sent her into like a state of depression. Like, I'm bad and he's still cheating. What's the point of staying bad? What's the point of working hard if he gonna slide out regardless?
He was gonna slide out regardless. And this is why I'm so glad women listen to this show.
Yeah.
I hate it when they say, when women think if they stop being fine, their man's going to cheat. And I didn't even know he had a side baby. And I'm telling you, he was already like that before. He was already like that. So ladies, stop thinking if you get fat, your man's going to cheat. He was going to cheat anyway if that's his get down. It has nothing to do with you getting fat, being ugly, or whatever. What's up?
No, I'll say this. Again, if that's what he wanted. That's my point. Like, if he was into having the coldest piece on his arm,
I've heard you, but here's the problem.
I'm not saying that's why anybody does it.
That only counts if he left his wife for that other broad, and he didn't leave his wife for that other broad. He just sampled the other broad. Now, if he drops his wife off and gets with a toothpick, then you could say he had a right. Man, I married this supermodel. She became big. I want a supermodel, so I'm leaving. He didn't leave. He ain't trying to leave his home.
Well, it's hard to leave when you got Skrill and kids. Kids and Skrill.
Yeah, it is. It makes it hard.
It makes it really, really hard to just pack your shit up and leave.
I think he was just trying to get himself some happiness on the side. That's what I think. I think he was just trying to get himself some happiness. I think that his wife probably hasn't recovered from the baby, and though she's been a pretty sad sap for a while. And in his defense, he just wanted to probably be around something cold and something that liked him and something that was happy. It's hard to be around a buzzkill, a complainer.
That's the thing about it, man. I think that, and that's the thing that's tough about marriage and a long marriage. After a while, the shine does kind of wear off.
Oh, ain't no does kind of. Yeah. It wears off.
And so the shit that you were impressed with, you've seen it so many times.
That's why marriage is so hard and people don't understand. That's why you got to be careful about marrying the finest bitch in the club or the finest girl from your high school, because she's, especially a thick one, someone with curves, those curves will be fooled out into a circle soon.
Here's the thing, though. On the flip side, let's look at it from a different angle. Because I was speaking to my wife about this. If a chick thought she was getting somebody like with the body of Tyson Beckford,
yes,
and they get married, and after 5 or 6 years, the dude has like a body of like Faison, is she supposed to, I mean, like really, what's her, she thought, like, girl, I gotta washboard abs, like, what would her mentality be?
Come on, women ain't getting married over looks. They just not. And in high school and elementary.
No. I'm not saying that's what they get married over. They want to get married because they get married. Because they get married.
They want to get married, and they're looking for money.
However, yes, if they get married, they find somebody who wants to, get married, and they fall in love with, and he is that prototypical model type guy,
and he goes from model to dad bod. What is she going to do? It depends on if she's stank or not. Because most women, they're only going to betray him if the money gets skinny. You can get fat, just don't let your money get skinny.
Yeah, so they're more driven by money than
yes, and we're driven by look, and they're driven by money. So when your money ain't right, and this is going to come back later on in the show, that's your problem. Always remember, your money is the equivalent of ass. Your money is equivalent of titties. And when your money ain't good, You ain't got no ass, and you ain't got no titties. When we come back,
And you got a gut.
you got a gut. When we come back, dog, Nelly and T.I. have some parental advice for Lil Bow Wow, who was in his low feelings. This is MRA Podcast. Hey, come on, we got listeners all over the world now, man.
Yep.
And I was wondering, man, I wonder what the people do while they're listening to our show. I know we got a guy in the Navy who's in Spain. He listens. We got a lady that drives a Lyft. She listens while she's driving her Lyft and has her customers listen too, which is absolutely hilarious. Cat in Brooklyn listens while he delivers some fish. Okay. We want to know from other people, man, how do you listen to our show? What are you doing? Hit us up on the social media. I'm at Kyle Irby.
I am at Angry Kamal.
And let us know what you're doing when you listen to our show. Kamal, what are you doing when you listen to the show?
Man, I'm usually chilling, man. I take the train to get my son from school.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. So I get the headphones on and I'll listen to it front and back. The problem is I'm coming back. He wants to talk. I'm trying to listen. So I have to, try to act like I'm paying attention to him. I'm really listening to my words of wisdom.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Pretend like you're listening to your son while you're listening to the podcast. That's one way to do it. I usually listen to while I'm cleaning the house, man. I pick... Well, go ahead.
Domestic work?
Yeah, man. Oh, come on, dude. I wish I didn't have domestic work, but yeah, man. I usually listen to if I'm washing the dishes or folding laundry. I listen to any kind of thing that I don't have to think.
Yeah,
and I just get to listen. But I want to know what are the people listening? What are y'all doing? Let us know. Come out. Apparently, Lil Bow Wow went in on Sierra at one of his concerts.
The purpose.
I know, man. He was doing the show Like You. I mean, doing the song Like You, and he said, "I had the bitch first on stage." And so that got a response from Nelly and T.I. And there's like a video post, Instagram post of somebody where Nelly and T.I. had to basically check this dude and like, yo, man, what the hell are you doing?
Give them an intervention.
Intervention, man. Coming with some fatherly love. Like, yo, homie, first of all, Nelly was like, bro, you need a hug. And T.I. was just like, this is unacceptable, man, because it is, bro. If Lil Bow Wow was your little homie, man, what would you tell him after he says I had the bitch first?
It would be the same thing, man. He's dead wrong. Because here's the thing about it. The same thing. Ray J did the same thing.
Yes.
With Kim Kardashian. Yeah. I thought that was foul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing about it, man. Both guys, Ray J and Bow Wow, their stars have faded.
Yes.
And their former chicks are with guys who are hot.
Yes.
Russell Wilson, top 5 quarterback in the league.
Yes. Hall of Famer.
Hall of Fame, future Hall of Famer.
Yes.
TMZ's following them around. Everything they do, everyone wants to find out about it. Kim Kardashian with Kanye West, arguably the biggest rapper of all time, slash with him with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Right?
Him and Jay-Z are both killing it with superstar women and their superstar careers.
Right. And so it's like, I look at it like Bow Wow and Ray J, it's just jealousy.
Yes, it looks really bad.
It looks bad because it's like, that's the toughest thing you can say.
Yeah.
I had it first.
Yeah, dude, we was at the reunion and we was scanning like, oh yeah, I was with them. And we were talking about, and my boy Luck was saying, man, that's my biggest fear. Is somebody pointing at my girl and snickering and be like, yeah, man, that was me.
That was always my biggest fear.
Here's what's hilarious. So at the reunion, I saw somebody who was with somebody that I was with before. And I told the homies, yo, man, yeah. And we all laughed. And my boy Luck was like, man, that's my biggest fear. I was like, mine too. I would never want to be in a room with somebody who was like, yeah, I was with that. The next day, dog, we had breakfast, man. We at the Cracker Barrel. And I seen one of my chick's exes. And it was like, I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Damn.
The same shit I said last night, he gets to say right now.
Was he with some boys?
Yes.
Yeah. He definitely said it.
He definitely. And I didn't have to say it the night before. It was unnecessary.
Yeah.
When I said, I thought, why'd you do that, Herb? And I did it anyway to my boys, and we snickered. The next day, turnabout got. But
here's the thing about it, man. You said it in private to your boy. He's blasting it.
Yeah, that was just foul.
He's blasting it. And the thing about it is, honestly, man, like Russell Wilson has her now.
Yeah.
Got her celibate. Got her conforming to his
right, his offense. Yeah. She's running his offense.
Right.
They're a power couple. Not only that, dog, when you don't kill it in your game, it really makes you feel insecure, bro. Because Bow Wow's not a Hall of Fame rapper.
No.
Jay-Z is. Kanye is. Bow Wow's not. T.I. was writing rhymes for Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Fresh as I'm is, one of my favorite Bow Wow cuts. I happen to own the track, Don't Hate. T.I. wrote that. So that's why T.I.'s talking to his little homie. If Bow Wow's my little homie, I'm going to tell you like this. Bow Wow, flag on the play, dude. It makes you look weak. Just like with Kimora Lee had to call the girls and be like, yo, let's not do that. Man, come on, man. Just get you another one. Just get you a new one.
Yeah.
Hopefully her Carfax checks out. She ain't embarrassing you in public. Get you a nice cool one, dog, because you still owe Bow Wow.
Right.
You could pull a cold one out of Spelman, dog.
Yeah.
And just walk out there and hurt their feelings and do what you got to do.
But chances are Bow Wow is not going to be pulling anything on Sierra's level.
No.
Look-wise, yes. But status-wise...
It's never going to happen.
I think that ship is sailed for my man.
Because his status ain't tight.
So
we'll say this, man, because when we come back, we got to talk about this Dear Irby letter. But, dog, you have to make sure your status is tight. I would say this to my sons, to my boys, to your son, to Lil Bow Wow. Your best defense is your status. Get your status up. Everything else will fall into place.
Yes.
Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friend some entertainment to make that commute a little easier, or gives them some company on a workout, or while they're cleaning the house, so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. Let's get into this Dear Irby letter.
Let us.
Dear Irby, my wife hates her job. She is always complaining about the commute, her bosses, and at least one woman she hates at work. I swear, bro, she changes jobs and it feels like the same cast of characters follow her no matter where she is.
I know that.
I do too, dog. She does not realize that she is a common denominator in this equation, bro. I don't have a 9 to 5. I'm working on my music right now, and I also try to get some gigs as a sound engineer. I'm dope as fuck, bro. I swear. I make some money here and there, and whatever I get, I contribute to the family. But I will admit, she is by far the breadwinner. But she should be. She makes more money than me. She pays all the bills, but that is how it has always been. Why is she mad now? Not like she met me rich and now I'm broke. She met me broke, and technically, I have more money than I ever have. So I have improved. He's right. What's wrong? Am I not improving fast enough? And what is wrong with me not making more money than her? My dad always made more money than my mom, and he never complained about having to pay all the bills. So why does my wife get to keep throwing in my face that if she loses her job, we will drown? My dad never said that. He knew he had to work, and he did just that. No complaining. Bro, I hate when she says that if she loses her job, then we will fail. It feels like she don't believe in me, bro. If she did, she would not always be complaining about money. If she believed in me, she would know that I'm going to make plenty of money one day and she will never have to work again. What should I do, bro? If I quit music, I'll be miserable. Not only that, she will always have to work. I want to be able to retire her one day, bro. And I will soon. I promise I will. I just need some more time. What should I do, bros? Love the show. Justin in Mount Vernon. Kamal, what you got, dog? Help him out.
Justin. Look, man, I feel you. I was going through something similar, right? My wife was holding down for about a year.
Yeah.
Still is. Do little odd jobs and stuff like that to contribute, but, I'm chasing my writer's dream and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, man. The woman will ride with you up to a certain point. Up to a certain point. I don't know how long you guys have been married, how long you've been chasing your dream, dude, but after a while, she's tired. Here's the thing about it. She married you and you didn't have anything. That's because she believed in you. And so she was going to hold it down until, her golden goose came in. You were the golden goose. You are the golden goose. But after job after job, after beef with all these bosses, after, these coworkers she hates, the commute and sitting in traffic hours a day, she's like, when is this shit going to be over? And she looks at you And I don't know what you're doing during the daytime, but if she comes home and you're well rested, you know what I'm saying, on the couch or at the table at the computer and stuff like that, in a good mood, she don't want to see that shit. She's like, when is it going to happen? Yes, she had faith in you. But after a while, it's like, I guess I don't know how old you are. I don't know how long this has been going on. But, you know, it's, you know, I don't know if it's hip hop music you're doing, but I know hip hop is a young man's game. So if you're pushing 40, 50, years old, she's like, man, your window is getting smaller and her patience is growing thinner. I understand what you're going through, but you have to put yourself in her situation, in her shoes. Like you bring up your pops. That's a bad example, dude. Don't bring up your pops. Your pops never complained because he was a man's man. That's what men did. We just talked about in this episode. Men suppressed their dreams. You know what I'm saying? So you can't compare your wife to your pops. Pops was doing what he's supposed to do.
Yes.
Your wife, I mean, here's the thing about it. The wife traditionally is not supposed to be the breadwinner. Historically, she's not. She's supposed to bake the bread. Historically, traditionally. And I'm not saying that's the way it should be. I'm just saying traditionally. So if your wife starts getting salty, it's because you haven't cracked yet, man. She's waiting on it and she hates her job. The more her job becomes a pain in the ass, the more she's going to look at you with them salty eyes.
When we come back, I'm going to weigh in, Kamal.
All right.
Hey, what's up, y'all? If you like this show, you want to help us offset some of these costs, man, you feeling the need to donate, then do just that. Go to www.patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast. That is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal, and you can find us at Patreon. Or you can catch us in the street and just be like, hey, man, I love y'all. I want to bless you with some cash and put some dollars in our pocket. You can do that. Or you can hit us on Venmo. Find our names and just, bless us with dough on Venmo. Or you could pray for us. Do that too. But we prefer cash. Justin, you called the right show, brother. I'm so glad you hit us up, man, because your letter is disturbing me for a lot of reasons, brother. Let me tell you why, man. You say a lot of times, man, you lost me when you said I don't have a 9 to 5. You said I'm working on my music right now. And you're trying to convince me that you're good. You need to be convincing her. You've got to sell her the dream, man. You're the head coach. You're the general. Whenever she gets antsy, man, women need to be calmed down. She just gets scared. They get scared all the time. They always need reassurances. You just got to calm her down. You have to resell her the dream. That's what it is. She needs to see proof. You know you're going to make it, dog. You know you got what it takes. And I believe you, dog. But she doesn't. So you don't need to tell me that you're going to make it. You need to sell it to her. And it isn't necessarily through telling her. You just have to figure out a way to get her motivated. You're a head coach, man, and the troops need to be motivated. Here's the hard part. This is why I'm so glad you wrote in, dog. Everybody needs to hear this. My sons need to hear this. I bring it up because I want the young bucks to understand these rules. Kamal's sons need to hear this. There is a double standard. Do not let these feminists get you gassed the hell up. Do not listen to these women. Yeah, well, I want to work. I want to make as much as, but shut up. They don't want to work. They do not want to work. Yeah, I do. My career just as important as yours. Shut the fuck up. No, you don't. They see reality TV with these women that don't have to work. They see these women out there living lavishly. They do not want to work. If she got a man in the entertainment business, she invested in you and you have not paid out yet. So you have to re-motivate her, dude. There's a double standard, dude. And when you talk about, I won't be happy. Nah, you don't get to say that. If I stop doing music, I won't be happy. Nah, that men don't get to be happy, bro. Men have to put in the work. Now, you got to be able to provide and put and contribute something. You may not be able to pull her weight, but you need to be busting your ass to put her out of business, dude. Period. I don't even have to go through your letter, dog, because I know where you're off, man. You're right, man. that if it's okay for your dad to hustle, why isn't it okay to her to hustle? Logically, that makes sense. You're right. It's equality. It's 2019. Feminists want to work and blah, blah, blah. But no, bro. I'm really sorry, man. They lied to you. They lied to you, bro. You do not get to live like them. You absolutely do not. You have to work. She wants to sit on her ass. Her money is her money, and your money is your money is y'all's money. That's how they think. Right or wrong, this is the game you're playing. You want a woman, you have to play by the rules. And so just understand that your money, as we just said earlier, your money is your ass and titties and pretty face. If your money is funny, you're ugly. You're the equivalent of ugly. I don't care how fine you are. Your money's funny. You're the equivalent of ugly. You need to be hustling. If you ain't got it, you need to be doing everything you can to get it. What's up, dude?
Let me just chime in. I say this, man. You have to figure out a way to lighten her load.
Boom.
You have to, I got the kids. I got dinner. You know what I'm saying? If she hates to commute, take her to work and pick her up so she can chill.
Man,
you have to do something to lighten her load. Like Kyle said, you got to get her. If she's lost faith, because sometimes, man, like they tired of hearing the same old thing. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You know, now just the proof is in the pudding now. She doesn't believe anymore.
No.
Right? So now what you have to do to keep her on the team is to make her as happy as she can be.
You're on the clock, dog.
And when she comes home, let's say like she drives home and you don't pick her up, she can't see you chilling.
Never. Stay away from the couch, dog.
Yeah, man.
Stay away from the couch.
If you gotta go to a coffee shop,
throw that shit away.
Yeah, if you gotta go to a coffee shop and work from home, work from the coffee shop, man. She cannot see you chilling.
No.
And if you're gonna be at home or not having a 9 to 5, grocery shopping should be done. Dinner, make her like, wow, Justin is really, you know what I'm saying, impressing me with his domestic game. Mm-hmm. It might be sickening to you, you know what I'm saying,
but
domestic.
Let me help you this. Let me help you this because we got to get out of here.
Okay.
Do it like a man, though. Don't start kissing her ass.
No.
Don't start, hey, baby. Nah. Do it like a G. Do it like you're her daddy, not like you're her biggest fan. Don't act like a groupie. Don't start sucking her off. Be a man about it. Be a man at all times, but lighten her load, dog. Don't give up on your dream yet, bruh, but just add some shit, man. Add some odd jobs so that you can contribute more financially and take stuff off her load.
I agree, man. Got to do it, man, because what you don't want is a disgruntled employee.
If you guys have a Dear Irby letter, send us an email at dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearirby@themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
At Twitter, at Angry Kamal.
Make sure you hit him with all your fat shaming tweets. Yeah, he has a good point, so dog. I'm with you, dog. At Kyle Irby is where you'll find me, the good guy, the one that loves full-figured women.
I love everybody, man.
I'm messing with you. No, dude, the points have already been made, dude. Find us both at the MRA Podcast. KyleIrby.com is where you can see my videos. The MRAPodcast.com is where you can find all of our episodes. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MRA.